Some heroes walk on 4 legs. I'm Jason Johnson, founder of Project Canine Hero. Not every retired police canine or military working dog has a home to go to in retirement. We strive to ensure no hero is left behind. We cover the medical needs of our program members after their faithful service. Our organization also provides a lifetime sanctuary for many of these heroes who may suffer from PTSD. And whenever possible, we find them a forever home. Visit ProjectCanineHero.org to learn how you can help protect those who protected us.
First corner, driver number 1 looking to the inside of 2. Second place, sets himself up for a pass going into this carousel. Is he going to be able to get his nose in there? Go.
Welcome to the Ghost Cup Series here today. They are at Michigan International Speedway, a track built for the Fords, but recently it's not been a lot of the Fords winning. It is a very, very fast track. Remember, Jeff Gordon set the record here in 2014, where he beat out Joey Logano for the win. I was watching that race. That was his 4-win season. So drivers are currently in their qualifying. They have at least 1 more minute left for it. You see, Michigan 2-mile track, and really, can somebody other than a Ford win? Is the big question that I have. It's draft heavy. You got to stay in the draft behind somebody. If you duck out and you try to make a pass and you don't get it, well, you're losing a lot of positions, that's for sure. You are dropping 1 and they'll just start running a train on you. So you've got to hop up back in line with them, because if you don't do it, and well, like I said, you are going to find out the hard way that you should have had some help when you move. It's kind of like Daytona in a sense. Let's say probably closest. Yeah, it's probably close to Daytona. Kind of almost shaped the same too. So if you go, you got to have some help behind you, because I've ducked out a couple of times, try to pass somebody, you can't get it done, and then you are just on a backwards slide after that, and you are trying to gain all the positions that you can still, but it just doesn't work anymore. But guys, just finished their qualifying here, so you will see it pop and load into a different screen there. So I'll go over the qualifying order. So first is Trey Whitehead, second, Lucas Whitehead, third, Ryan Sizemore, fourth, Dylan McDonald, fifth, Brock Whitehead, sixth, Brandon McLaughlin, seventh, Mike Sobanowski, eighth, Christian Roots, ninth, Thomas Stewart, 10th, Warren Young, 11th, Chris Hupka, 12th, Johnny Williams, 13th, Patrick McQuaid, 14th, Chris Zofield, 15th, Christopher Cash, 16th, Dylan Ellis, 17th, Noah Owens, 18th, Cody Tarrant, 19th is Jonathan Cogswell, 20th, Charles Whitehead, 21st, Jeff Taylor, 22nd, Joseph. I need to write down his name. I'm sorry. I'll remember how to say your name. I'll say Joseph. 23rd, DJ Daniel. 24th, Christopher Burrs. 25th, TJ Hanley. 26th is Matt Metler. That is all the guys that made the race here today for them. It is a sports night theme for these guys. So we'll see some different paint schemes coming out when they all grid. I'll give them a paint refresh. So we will make sure they have the right paint scheme on. Sometimes if they join after me, their paint scheme has not loaded incorrectly. CA Chargers, Cowboys, Bears, Saints. What else do we have in this field? Bobby Boucher, Bulldogs, and Mike Sobanowski. McLaughlin's A Bears, TCU, Chicago Bears, Kentucky, Tennessee Vols, Rangers, and Trey Whitehead. Went over any. Washington, I think, for Thomas Stewart. Angels for Warren Young. Cardinals back there, if I can get a better camera angle, if I can see them. Blue Jays. This is another sport apparently on Christopher Burge's paint or on his car. I'm not sure what team that is though for it. 98. See pace car rolling off here. 80 laps. These guys will all get a paint refresh, so paints will pop white. They have changed their paint scheme after I got in. It will then load and make sure that it is the right one, because sometimes it will not do that for them. Might take them a little bit too good to end, however. But bringing us up to, there is the no ghost for today. These guys are competing in it. You see, it is Warren Young, Matt Metler, Lucas Whitehead, Chris Zofield, and Brandon McLaughlin. Two of my drivers are in there, which is kind of cool to see. Something that Hufka kind of brought back what they did in the 90s with the Noble. I believe it's the top finisher for the race. I can't remember how much money. But if you are new to Ghost Racing Network, you don't mind throwing in a subscription. That will help us get bigger. We are at 641. I think we can hit 700 before the end of this month. I never thought a channel would get as big as it has, and it surprisingly has, and it's kind of amazing just to see that overall. But pace car should pull off here. Trey Whitehead and Lucas Whitehead will lead them to green. Toyota versus a Chevy. Manufacturers might work together at this track. We have a split of, really, there's only two Toyotas, mainly most of them are Chevy or Fords. Actually, sorry, three Toyotas. But green flag is in his hand. And we are underway here from Michigan. Had a hard time tracking that, but it looks like Lucas Whitehead, he's going to try to go to the inside of Trey for this lead, but he's going to have Dylan McDonald coming up behind him in that 35 paint scheme there. Looks like he will drive that in pretty deep. Everybody running that top line. Some guys are hooking that bottom, not making it work. However, really where the numbers are is where these guys will want to run. See, Dylan McDonald will get that spot. Lucas will slide up right in front of Brock. It looks like we have the 22 Mike Salmanowski. He's trying to get this inside to work. He has Warren Young behind him, giving him an indirect arrow shove, getting that little bit of draft from him. Looks like we got somebody sitting in there. That is Noah Owens up in the top line. Just finds the wall. Sees if it works. That's normally Roos will find out if that wall will stop you. Riding back here is Christopher Burge. No, it wasn't Christopher Burge. Who was it? Sorry, it was somebody else who had a paint scheme that I didn't know who the team was about. Very well. It was TJ Hanley. That's who it was. Looking fastest lap of the race is actually Patrick McQuaid. 39.04, only 300s faster than the next fastest time on the track currently, though, so it's not a lot faster. DJ Daniel, and probably one of the better looking paint schemes I think over the season that he runs. That is made by Noah Owens, who's made some absolutely killer paint schemes. I'll give him that. They look really nice. But you see, up here, this is what Michigan is about. You get congested and you're just stuck behind each other. I'm about to go 3 wide here around Thomas. I think Warren will get a little bit of a run there. It looks like he really won't. Again, it's a custom fixed setup league. All these setups are provided by Team Watson Racing Setups. Use code WATSSPIN39 for 5% off your purchase at their website. I will put that in the chat here for you all. You will hear my very clicky keyboard that picks up everything for my picked up because of my mic that I'm using right now. Hopefully I'm getting my other one fixed. Still waiting on the RM8 to come through. So as Cash just ran at 38.77. Good Lord, that man's moving. Those are the savers. I do know that on his car. I'm pretty sure. McLaughlin looks like he's riding that high line. A lot of these guys are really up there I ran that in one league a long time ago, and it worked for a little bit, and then you really started to burn off your tires, and you could find out real quick, man, that's not going to work out too well. They're all pretty much staying in line, though. There's a couple people ducked out. I know I see Roos down there trying to get a position. He's looking inside of Brandon McLaughlin. Brandon's actually going to send it too wide. He's not going to have any drafting help. Actually, no, I will take that back. He'll kind of have Roos indirectly here to help him just a tad. Actually got Wade here, I believe. Where did he go? Oh, he actually did get that pass, and I was looking at Roos a little bit too far behind him. I think Lucas is still going to try to fight him. As you see, Brock, he's looking up under Dylan for that position, trying to get to his quarter panel. McLaughlin is just following in line. Dylan's going to start chasing Trey to the bottom. Everybody's just the big cluster of cars. This is what it was in the Gen 6. This is what it was last year. This is how it's been at this track for a while. It's flat out. You got to somewhat say retired. Surprisingly, I have Dylan trying to pull a crossover move. He's going to get to the quarter panel of him. However, he won't go side by side with him. He's going to give him a little bit of room. Dylan's going to try to get him maybe a little bit deeper than Trey here. He will get that position done, so he can pull a slide job on him. He will kind of pull one in there, but he will now go to the lead. 7 laps of 80 done here, coming up to 8 as we have a caution on the track. That is a lot of guys in the back of the pack here off of turn 4. I know Jeff Taylor is in there. Zofield, Joseph. It says who else was involved here. What happened back here with these guys? Okay, so it's happening way ahead of this. So it looks like Zofield. Let's break this down. Where is the 47? Okay, so. Okay, yeah, that's a weird thing right here. So they see the 21 move down, and they kind of react off of this. So it's not like a bam bam thing that happened. It was, so Johnny's going to move down a little bit here. And I think Joseph reacted to Johnny moving down, and Zofield just happened to be there. But we'll watch it right here. The Johnny moves down a little bit. Joseph, I think he reacts. He probably didn't know Zofield was there. Taylor comes in, clips him. He gets also turned by Charles Whitehead. He goes into the wall. That's a hard hit for him. See if that broke his toe link. Probably did. Probably snapped it. As, yep, it is absolutely shattered. That's going to be a lot of optional, actually probably required damage fixed on him, but you can get a lot fixed under caution, as Dylan McDonald will actually stay out here. Surprised that he's doing that. Kind of a split decision. Tarrant, Roberge, Metler, TJ, Zofield. TJ's been down pit road for a while. Yeah, he has been. Metler and Jeff Taylor, he will probably have to use his fast repair. Yeah, that car is not driving completely straight right now. It's bent. As it just was told by Savinovsky, he made some changes to his paint, so I'll give that another refresh for him, just to make sure it's right. Sometimes I know it won't be, so I will do that for them. Actually bringing current leader right now in Dylan McDonald. As that TWR, I need to put a TWR logo over that. As he's actually not in one of these channels. So, never mind. We are not doing that. Wish they would be, but and it's not required. So we will not be able to get Dylan in there. If he's actually doing Road to Pro this year. I could attempt that, but I don't really have the time for it. Actually, I don't know if it's known, but last season for Division 2, I actually won Division 2. That's everybody across the whole world for the A Open. I beat out everybody for that division, right? That's below Division 1 that has all the pros in it. I think I edged out another TWR teammate by like 4 or 5 points, pretty much. It was very close, but let's go off here on the pace car at 10 laps of 80 done. Start will be on McDonald. Trey, you can then fire off after that, but you do not want to fire off too quickly, because if you do, you can probably jump it and get called for a black flag for jumping the restart zone. Biggest mover right now is actually DJ. He is up 8 or 9 positions, keeps switching for me from where he started. He's doing so good. Biggest loser right now is Zofield, as Jeff, I think, uses faster pair. I believe he did. Yep, he uses faster. Well, actually, he may have not used it, because that is still pulling to the side. 35-second pit stop. I think that's faster pair. I don't know. I mean, it's still pulling, but it's not as bad. I mean, he hit it pretty good too. Now, these next gens, luckily, you know, if you don't break your steering, you can get a lot of that fixed. It's surprising how sturdy that steering is in these cars. Now, if you hit it a certain way, it'll break the toe link. I've done that multiple times and absolutely clobbered the wall. The car getting loose and stepping out from under me. But pace car pulls off here. McDonald will lead them back to green. Carter has the flag in his hand. As the green flag is in the air, we are back underway here at Michigan. Somebody way down to the bottom, that's McLaughlin, trying to break that side draft that he would have been getting from Brock there. He will probably lose a position because he cannot find a way back up in line unless he can slide up in front of Lucas Whitehead. He will not be able to do that. However, back here, these guys are running pretty much 1-2. This is what a lot of the track does consist of, is guys side by side. So looks like only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people came down, got fuel or tires. Some guys were fuel only, maybe checking their tire wear to see what it looks like for him. As we got, ooh, that was stepping out. I saw that step out there on Brock. He was loose off the 4. Car did not like that at all, and he will drop multiple positions because of that. He goes all the way back to 10th place. Nope, he's disappeared there. Now he's back. I was going to say, he blinked. He's trying to go for the lead there. Surprisingly, he really has nobody else helping him. He will be able to slide up in front of Trey. He probably wants to get up right now. He does not do that, however. If I was Brandon, I would have slid up. As you see that big run that the draft is, I think he tried to get up there a little bit. Moved up just a tad. He needs to get up in line with somebody, because you do not want to be fighting on the bottom like this for too long, because it will absolutely burn those tires off. He almost had Dylan McDonald coming off of 4 there. See, pretty much his help has just disappeared. Back here, the guys that were involved in the crash. I think Taylor's steering is still messed up. I mean, I think it looks normal, but under caution, he was jerking that wheel, so it looked like, I think it may be broken a little bit, because look right here, his wheel is offset, but you can change that. It looks like it's pulling a little bit though. That's Huck, or not, sorry, Salinowski actually just set the fastest lap. 38.73 with that time. See, this is what a big choo-choo train on the top. You got Dylan, Trey, Lucas, Warren, McQuaid, and Brock versus McLaughlin and, sorry, nope, yes, that is McQuaid, versus McLaughlin and the UK car. That is, forgot who that was there, but Warren's going to try to go. The lead has to have some contact there. Guys, now we have Trey. He's around. Will they stay green? Nope. Caution will come out there. Touched off of the exit of turn 2. I don't think that he got a lot of damage, however. He's all the way back there. See what happened right here. Somebody got touched. As that's just Trey. Yeah, Trey, I mean, he just came up into the quarter panel of Dylan. I think Dylan overshot the exit of 3 here. Let's go from a chase from Dylan McDonald. I think he missed the exit here because he's way up the track. Let me go from a chase view. Right here, I think. Nope. I mean, Trey just came up there and clipped him, and really after that, Trey then spun after this. He didn't get hit by anybody. He locked it down, and he let go of the brake, and it just stopped there. He actually held the brake, and it just stopped there on track. He gets back going, just kind of tried to wash up to the wall, and there was somebody there. They did not want him to come talk to him. You save that as ghost new file. I have so many SDK files. I'm going through them half the time trying to figure out which one is the correct one. Sometimes I have them wrong. But yeah, you do come down pit road. Warren stays out. Dylan. This is basically the whole field kind of. Cogswell stays out. It's surprising. Metler. Oh yeah, Metler stays out too. But everybody else comes down pit road, even the guys that were down last time. This may be just for fuel, however, and they won't get tires as that would burn up an extra set. I don't think you necessarily need to use them right now. Save it for later in the race. Not sure what their fuel window is, but we'll just have to find that out. It's like DJ. That will be won out by. Oh, actually, Noah will win that race off of pit road. He took only fuel. 7-second pit stop from him. Only guy that recently pitted besides the 3 that stayed out is Matt. He pitted on lap 8. He was 4 tires and fuel like most of these guys out here. Last time by, not this time by, because he didn't come down pit road. So we'll just have to see how that works. I don't know how the tires are going to hold up on a track like this. I don't think it's going to be good for them. I think they're going to really struggle. They'll probably find out real fast that I maybe should have came down pit road there, as DJ does go down pit road after they all cross, or after they all hit. May have missed his pit entry there. Or thought, actually, I'm going to go down pit road so I don't get destroyed on this restart. So that leaves Warren and Jonathan Cogswell, the only guys that haven't pitted this whole entire race yet. Lights do go off on the pace car, however, this lap. So next time by, they will get the green. Warren Young will lead them to it. Oh, wow. I just found out some news that I did not know there. Okay, well, I just found out something. I watch anime, something about a show being renewed, so that's interesting. I'm coming back for the third season. Some that I wish had multiple seasons, some that I wish would just disappear. Pace car will pull off here. It will be 1/4 of the race done when they cross the start-finish line to begin or to resume the race. Warren Young leading them to green here as the green flag is now in the air. We are underway here again. We got somebody down to the inside wall. They keep it straight. Oh no, Dylan comes back up in the track. Track clips Roos. Also gets Hubka. Taylor, I think he makes it through. McLaughlin, actually, no, I thought that was McLaughlin. That was Hubka who got in there, but somebody got sent down to the inside of the track there. I want to see what happened here. Somebody got touched here as they are free wide off this or exit. I think McQuaid. No. Metler just comes up into Dylan. Dylan then goes down into McLaughlin. And then it's on from there. Dylan then goes back up on the track. Clips Roos. And then Hubka gets slammed by Metler. Trey, oh, somebody else got pinned. Oh, no. Did he make that? There's no way he made it through that. Did Sabanowski thread the needle here? I think he did. Yep, he did. And somebody else got clipped up in the wall. I want to see if McLaughlin saved his car because he was a guy I saw shoot down to the inside. Nope, he definitely got that wall pretty good. Yeah, see, there it goes down to the inside. Actually, that broke his toe link probably shattered. Actually, that is surprisingly not broken. Now, one thing too, he hit it with the rear end first. That actually probably helped him a lot. That's gonna be optional damage that he's obviously going to get fixed. He's not gonna let that. He cannot run with that. Would not blame him. Yeah, he's down pit road. So some of these guys that were involved in it are down, or really all of them are involved, or all that were involved in it are down pit road now. Get all that crap fixed. But we saw 3 cautions so far. They've been coming one after another on these guys. They're trying to get all they can because this is really the only time you have this is the best time to get the positions, because once they get spread out, it gets pretty hard to do that. It's incredibly hot in here. Let me turn my fan on. I forgot to do that. And back here, also grab some refreshments. I do not like this headset microphone. I don't like having to deal with it. I actually have an imprint of where my desk clamp was, where it broke. I actually have the part C next to me that is broken, and the other half of it. Fun times, good me. I don't know when they're going to give it back or get the RMA part. But lights have gone off here again at Michigan. Already saw our fair share of cautions here, and I will give a shout out also to Core Racing Network. That is who Dylan McDonald broadcasts for. I wish he would come over to Ghost, as we're actually looking for broadcasters. So if people that want to broadcast on their own, they get to keep all the money that they make from it. Oh, I'm going to be training somebody here soon. I think DJ might want to be doing it. So I just realized on Hubka's car, looking through the photos as the lights are back on the pace car, I could have swore they were off. I think they were off. Look at Hubka's car. I think he has some players on the side of his because I got the photos from race control that showed the side of them. But I may only be able to get a couple of them. And you can see him there. It looks like he's got Brian Urlacher, Khalil Mack, and he's got some rear-end damage, but luckily it's not the spoiler. It's not Devin Hester, 33. I'm not sure who that is. I know it's not Devin Hester, though. Got Justin Fields, and that may be... I'm not sure who that is on the other side. Where is pace car? Yeah, pace car. So I was getting a little bit confused there. I'm trying to figure out He's going to come down pit road, top off, and get some more damage fixed. Maybe we can see the player who that is. And that is Darnell Moody, I believe. Devin Hester is on the quarter panel, so I knew that wasn't Devin Hester in the 33. You do see Justin Fields there, as I believe that is Walter Payton on the rear bumper of his car. Nope, that is Matt Forte, I believe. I'm not even a Bears fan. I'm a Steelers fan. I know a lot of the players, though, somehow. It's really because, you know, Devin Hester was a really good returner. Justin Fields, I think he broke a record this year for something. I can't remember what it was for, though. See if these guys can get a green flag run here. One thing, too, with these guys that have been getting involved in the wrecks, they're burning off tires because they lock them down. They start sliding across the track, and they're like, oh, God, here we go. Pace car will pull in here. However, Warren Young and Noah Owens will lead them back to green here. Starter's going to have the flag in his hand. He's going to wave that stick around. These guys are going to put their pedal on that right foot. Put their right foot on the pedal. Excuse me. Green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. I apparently cannot speak and haven't been able to speak for about 20 days. I don't know what's going on with me. There come the fresh tires of Lucas Whitehead. He will try to go past Warren. He has 17 lap better tires than Warren, but draft is a big thing here. Warren, I don't think will be able to hold him off for long. He's hoping he can hold him off for a good amount of time, though, and he wants to save the sets. He hasn't burned off a set. He can get to lap 40 on this tank of fuel. This may be good for him also. We've got guys bouncing off the wall back there near Trey. They're now 3 wide Cogswell. You see Dylan, McLaughlin, Charles Whitehead, and some other people in there. Excuse me. I normally have it setting on my other microphone that will not pick up stuff below a certain volume. I don't have it on this one because it won't, if I do that, it'll kind of mess up the microphone itself. See, Warren was able to hold that lead, but I think he needs to get back up. Brock is going to send it up there. He got a good run into that corner. Warren, he's kind of being a roadblock right now. He's not doing anything wrong. He's just trying to stay up in front as he's got that help too. He's actually surprisingly stretched it out also a little bit because he's got Brock behind him. But as soon as he gets back in the pack, I think he's going to lose a lot more positions. But I will say this. I think that actually he's driving away from him down that corner. I think that getting back in the pack for Warren won't be as bad. That being said, because he can save more fuel and extend that fuel life, maybe 2-3 more laps is what he'd be able to do. Up here, he's running foot to the floor. I mean, he is going hard. There is no ifs, ands, or buts on what he's doing right now. He's just smashing the pedal, hoping it works. We'll send this to Kenny Coppola, the builder for TWR, so he can watch the Ghost Cup Series race. Does like to tune in. I actually picked up one of the leagues that he is in. I will be broadcasting that, but I will be doing Four Corners racing still. I will just be switching to Moonshiners when Four Corners is not wanting that race broadcasted, which is most of the season. They've got a couple races here and there that they've chosen, as Warren is actually staying out here surprisingly. Noah did lose a spot to Jeff, and look at Jeff Taylor, the rebound that he's had. I mean, he has came from far back here. That very well maybe tires aren't as big of a factor as I thought. Really just keeping the draft. Now keep in mind Warren and Jeff are teammates, so even if Brock does get side by side with Warren, I do expect probably Jeff to help him. I think Brock will get to the outside here unless Warren can wash up to the wall really quickly here. He will do that. See what Brock will do. He will just decide to tuck in behind and give him a shove down the backstretch. More aerodynamic than anything of a shove that he gave him. I do see Brock keep riding that high line. He's getting a big run off. Warren, he's actually, I mean, his lap times are comparable. Like, he's running, I mean, he's 2 tenths off, but he's also the lead car. You know, it's 39. I'll just pull up the lap time so you can see it there next to there. He gets tapped by Brock there a little bit, I think. It's sitting down the track a little bit. Jeff Taylor has that car step out on him, but his lap times aren't that bad by any means at all. He's trying to break the draft. I think he tried to come down and help Jeff there. And he's running very comparable times to everybody else here. And maybe the tire fall off isn't as great at Michigan as we thought. They are running the loose version of Kenny's set. He gives them the stable and a loose. I did tell him early in the season to make a tighter set. His sets are typically loose. I had to learn how to drive them. And when I mean loose, they are loose off the corner because he's trying to get all the power he can. As it's would step out on me a couple times, and I did not like that as Lucas is trying to go at Noah Owens for position. Really, so far, you see McQuaid, he says, I'm kind of done with this. I'm going to go to the bottom. So is Dylan. He just kind of sends it in there. He's going to pull a slide job there on Brock, or sorry, Trey Whitehead. As, oh, there's some contact there. Hard in the wall goes Dylan McDonald and Trey Whitehead. That's 2 drivers involved, 3 drivers, 4 drivers involved in this wreck here. As Roos, oh, he had it missed and he barely hit him. As Johnny, no, he hits him also. Dylan gets rolling down there. Dylan pulled a slide job here, man. He absolutely sailed this thing in the corner. I mean, look how far back he is here. And that was a slide job for nowhere. Then Trey crosses him over. And then Dylan, I don't know who to blame on that. Actually, he hit dang hard. I might flip, a piece of his car flew off. Don't know. Okay, so Dylan can't come up to the wall here. So that's Ron Sizemore on his outside. I think Trey keeps on coming up the track a little bit, and then from that on, it's just on from there. I have never saw a car get damaged like that, and I think he would have been fine. Bruce got some of him, though. That probably TK'd that front end. I don't know how Johnny hit him, but he did. I'm surprised. That's a very... That damage on Trey's car is pretty interesting, though, because I never saw a car break like that before, having an actual, like, full fender come off of it. That must be a new update that they've done here. But this is kind of working to Warren Young's favor, however. He did come down pit road. He will get in 4 tires and fuel. And this is his first set that he's burned. He hasn't burned any other sets of tires this whole time, as he will get beat off pit road by the 31 Brock. But Cogswell and Charles Whitehead both stayed out here. So they will have track position, but not the tires that they need. Well, actually, I may say that. Tires, and we saw Warren hold that lead for a while. So he very well could still hold it too. I'm not sure. We'll just have to see. It's possible, though, that he's able to hold that. TJ is down pit road. Bruce is down pit road. I think some of these guys had fast repairs. Yeah, McLaughlin, don't know if he had to use a fast repair. Can't remember what his damage looked like. Trey obviously had to use one. His whole right front was gone. It literally flew off the car when he got hit. We might have some guys come down and top off here. I would not be against that if you're back here. As nope, we will not. Bruce is off and away. He might not have a fast car left, or he's just trying to save it for later, because you can get about a minute and a half-ish of damage done here on the track before they even get back around to you. As that is a nice looking car. Acura NSX. Honda's luxury brand. This summer I may be building a dedicated iRacing rig solely for the purpose of iRacing, because I don't have a one. What I use right now is not fully meant for iRacing. It's not just my one computer that I use. I have like a fold-away chair that I use that has my steering wheel and stuff on it. I want to build one that is an actual rig. I think that is one thing that inhibits me, is I don't have that. My pedals, I can't really get to them like I want to because of the seat. So I think I'll probably be doing that. Gonna be about probably $3,000 if I had to guess. It's gonna be expensive, and I mean very, very expensive for that. This car pulls off here, however, Cogswell and Charles Whitehead will lead them back to green here. As green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. Oh, we got somebody down to the inside, just like we had last time. That is DJ Daniels. That will bring out another caution. McLaughlin looks like he gets involved. Noah Owens misses it. McLaughlin actually didn't get that bad of damage. The second time we saw something happen off the exit of a corner. It was giving me so many notifications, it will not let me just click on one. So who got loose here? Looks like it starts with DJ. So let's go to DJ here. Trying to go around Charles Whitehead. He stayed out. DJ. So he looks like he nicks Charles. Bails out of the throttle. Gets hit by the 47. He was already loose. He gets hit by the 47. That then upsets the car again. Slams down into Noah Owens. That's kind of what happened there, as I think McLaughlin just threaded the needle between this wreck. But the second one he's probably avoided. As, I mean, he looks like he actually got away with no damage there. He's very lucky. I think it net coated him through that wreck as he comes back up the track. Might have to burn a set of tires though. Never mind, he has damage. I lied. What we keep seeing though, Cogswell will come down pit road. Taylor was, he got some damage in that too. Dang. Dang, I was just in a video from 4 years ago at a track meet. Almost some contact coming off the pit road there. It's a 25. I didn't realize that. That 25 is a... I know 25's been here the whole entire time. I just didn't realize whose number that was. That's Cody. That's who it is. A very nice looking number. I'll give them that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people came down pit road. Mittler is already out of the race. These guys are getting optional damage fixed. I think Taylor should be fine. He actually has his car. Oh, he's got his car running. He just can't hear it. Sees that damage and he's like, let's just go ahead and get this fixed so it doesn't explode on me. As they will be able to get off and away way before this pace car gets to him. I think lights will go off this time by, however. Somebody say, go, Roberge, go. Excuse me. Lights should go off here, I believe. Yes, they do. They go off this time by. Checking the Discords that I'm in if people need something. No, Austin is streaming at 1050, which will be interesting. There are some Discords I need to leave because I have so many of them. Some of them I don't even need to be in anymore. It's ridiculous. So yeah, today there was a issue or penalty. There's a penalty issue to Hendrick Motorsports. I don't think it's going to stand again. I'm a Hendrick fan, but I think now they're just trying to find something to get him for. And they literally changed the wording about how much the appeals panel can rescind a penalty. So evidently they're trying to get Hendrick back for that. But pace car pulls off here. Brock Whitehead will fire off with Lucas Whitehead to his inside. They have now reached the halfway point of the race. It's like there, Warren will gain a position. Lucas will actually lose one. He tried to pass Brock. When he ducked out, however, there was nobody that would go with him. He couldn't get the pass done, and he loses positions. I said that earlier that would happen, and we just saw a good example of that. It's like really the top 10-ish on. Oh, we almost have them 3 wide here. But if I were these guys, I'd be tucking in behind everybody. And I'd have to have a pretty big run to take it. See, it looks like Warren's trying to go there on Brock. He needs to get this pass done. When these guys do this, I think you honestly may want to drive it down in there just a little bit deeper, as he actually might have the pass done. No, he won't. That's going to give Brock a huge run on the outside. Got to come up there and just side draft Brock really hard is the only chance that he has, but he will be able to tuck back in line behind him, luckily. Won't really lose a lot of positions from that. Back here, you see Rooster still has damage. McLaughlin, he is back up here. He got most of his optional fixed, I believe. He's only had 52 seconds. Car looks pretty much how it did earlier, too. So, oh, we got a little bit of contact there. That was Johnny Williams and Chris Roberge. Or, sorry, Christopher Cash, actually. And Chris Roberge made some contact there. See, Brock is Warren's trying to get clear. Warren needs to get up and just hold on to that quarter panel. I mean, he's going to have to do that if he wants his pass done, because he keeps making these attempts and they're not working. He needs to get one run. He needs to really lay back, get that one big run that he needs so he can clear Brock. If I was him too, I would see he will get that done there off the exit of 2. Brock crosses him over though. See who Lucas goes with. He will go with Brock, but Warren's going to have that high line. He can put the power down. He will not be able to do that though, and Brock will take back the lead as soon as he loses it. Now look at Zofield coming up here. He can just head up to the front. Now Warren's going to play, I'm going to chase the guy in front of me. Wherever he goes, I'm going. Wants to stay in that draft as much as he can. These guys are ended up here. I hear some tires screeching, however. Well, I thought I did. I guess I was wrong. McQuaid moved down in front of Sobanovsky. Sobanovsky goes back up to that high line instead. Okay, you're going to block me there? I'll deal with this. Warren's still going back at the lead there. They're about to be 3 wide for it. Warren, I think if I was him, I would not be doing this. I mean, he's got to, if he wants this, he's got to really get up on Brock, and he realizes it there. He goes up a little bit closer than what he has, but he's not really holding on to him. He's going to have McQuaid come to his aid, though. Maybe that can do something there as Zofield sends it in that corner. Says, you know, I'm going to test these brakes. If they work, they work. If I plow you, well, you're my brakes now. Warren was lucky he was able to get back in line. They're almost making a little bit of contact there. McQuaid got some contact from Trey Whitehead. Where did he go? He's disappeared. Am I seeing stuff, or did I not see him go to the inside? He did, so... Okay, he actually didn't lose that many positions. Was able to keep it straight as he... Wait, hold on. Who was that? Might have been... Okay, no, we're rewinding this. That was McQuaid, correct? So I'm going to take a really quick look. As it was McQuaid, so he really didn't get loose. He pretty much saved it after that, so he did a good job. I was kind of confused on what I saw there. I was like, what? See Dylan McDonald making his way up to the front after he had gone in the back because of a wreck that he had. He will probably tuck in behind Warren, give Warren a shove to get him up to the front. He gets right up on that bumper. Now Brock is going to decide to start to hog the track as Christian Roos is through the grass. He actually got loose off of 4, and that car is absolutely destroyed. It was him and Johnny Williams. We'll see what happened with these two. Roos, I think he may have blacked out. I think his screen may have went blank there, or else he was grabbing something. Not sure what that was about, but Warren finally gets the lead back again. Now it's going to be a game of hot potato. You're going to have the lead. I'm going to have the lead. You're going to have the lead. You're going to have the lead. I'm going to have it. You're going to have it. Guys are not going to want the lead. It's going to start just tossing it up in the air and say, hey, here, you take it. I don't want it. No, I don't want it either. He is burning more fuel being up there, however. Quady's trying to get to Dylan McDonald in front of him. Joseph gets the bumper up McQuaid. You see Jeff Taylor now coming up here through the pack. We just see Warren be pretty hard to pass on those fresh tire or old tires too, so he definitely looks like he knows this track a little bit better than some of these guys. Is Jeff Taylor. He's going to get 1 position, might be 2 here if he can get somebody to duck out below him and get a draft. He kind of does there as Brock's now going back for the lead. So I think Warren is not really fighting Brock here. When Brock goes for it, he's kind of giving it to him somewhat. Not a bad move from him. As did Taylor have turbo? Now these two are teammates here. These two race for Ghost Racing. They might help each other here. I think that's what they would need to do. That's the best for them both. As I don't know how Taylor just flew. Actually, he has 4 lap better tires. That's probably why. I mean, he is just going on that bottom. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to send it here. I'm just going to drive. I'm just going to stick it on the bottom. He will get the lead now. Crossover move. Brock gives him a little bit of a bump in the rear end as we got Dylan blocking Lucas Whitehead. Actually may have been planned looking how they moved out there. They got a big shove by. But Taylor has gone to the lead, but Dylan is back up here. As yep, him and Lucas, I think they may be working together now. Might be. Just a feeling from me. We're gonna get a big run up to the front, but keep in mind with the new update, these cars will heat up a lot faster, and it takes them a lot longer to cool down. I noticed that at Atlanta, actually shoved, I remember who it was to the win there, because I owed him a push. But that car took forever to cool down. I was trying to cool down as Dylan runs Taylor up the track. Did not arch down there, so he entered high, and he did not let Taylor turn down like he needed to. I think that may anger Jeff Taylor. I would not be surprised if we get back there and it's a little bit of payback. And we got Joseph down to the inside off of DJ Daniels' front bumper. He saves it, however. Caution is still out. Stavnowski looks like he misses it. I think that is Noah Owens up into the, not Noah Owens, Lucas Whitehead. Sorry, Ryan Sizemore up into the wall. That is, somebody else is down to the inside, as that is Charles Whitehead. Might have been Jonathan Cogswell too. But we will go back and look at what happened here. Happened off the nose of DJ Daniel. I do know that. As I don't, that may have been netcode because it looks like the way they're moving. As I mean, I put that on DJ there. I don't think that's not on purpose at all. I mean, DJ's right there. Joseph could have been moving a little bit, but there, I mean, DJ's already so close on him. I mean, he messes up once and it's on from there. As he actually does save it too, surprisingly. I think McQuaid probably helped him turn. Ryan Sizemore ends up backwards. I don't know how he ended up backwards here. Let's see how that happened. As he goes flying through here. Gets past him. Oh, it comes up in front of... Oh, Stavnowski could not do anything. He just comes up right in front of him. Stavnowski does some landscaping for him. Roberts goes to the inside. He holds it, locks it down. Doesn't roll down. Now we'll see if people come down pit road. Keep in mind, Taylor has more tires. He can burn them off if he wants to. Or sorry, not Taylor. Warren Young has more tires. He can burn them off if he wants to. These other guys, however, they don't have that advantage of having as many sets of tires that he does. Brock is right up on Dylan. If Dylan messes up, and Brock almost looks like Kyle Larson and Martin Truex. So close to each other on that entry to pit road. Watch the exit of pit road for these guys. See who wins the race off. 4 tires and fuel for everybody. Once the jack drops, you go. You do not wait after that. And it looks like it will be Dylan will beat Brock off pit road. Taylor will come out third. Warren fourth. It's pretty similar for the guys that came in and off as we got on 3-wide back here. Luckily, they clip through each other and don't wreck. We do have Ryan Sizemore sitting in pit road getting some damage fixed for his car. Okay, yeah, I'm looking here. I found the code to make more logos or have more logos. I entered it wrong. I don't know how to enter it. There's really no explanation for it. But I think I might want to get something about how guys come in and off of pit road. I think that may be useful for you all if I can. There's probably a plugin for it. I might find that. These 2 guys in front of them getting the wave around. That is Roos and Johnny Williams, actually. Roos was lucky dog. Williams was not. So we had to wait for the wave around to get it. Roos pit on lap 47. Had that hard hit with the inside wall. Lights have gone off here, and I would not be surprised if Warren got to the bumper of Dylan, giving him a little bit of a shot, telling him, yeah, you kind of came up on me, but I'm not too happy about that. Because, you know, he did what I do sometimes. some guy runs you hard, you don't run them dirty, but you run them up high. You don't let them turn in like they want to. And that can really hurt their exit. I've done that a couple of times with guys that want to race the life out of me. I'm tired of it. I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'll get under you. I'm not letting you come down like you want to. If you come across my nose, I was there. He did exactly what I would do sometimes. So not a dirty move by him. This car will pull off here, though. They will have 25 laps left in the race. Dylan McDonald and Brock Whitehead. Brock gets right up next to Dylan. As the green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. That was an odd restart there, but Dylan gets a good jump on the field. There goes the teammates, finally. Knew they needed to do this. Taylor is down there with Warren. He helped Warren a little bit to get some of the draft, but we saw Warren multiple times go up there and pass guys that are in a line with each other on his own. It's not impossible for him to do that. I mean, he's shown it multiple times that he can do that. He will actually get past Brock there. Won't be able to slide up because he doesn't have any room as Lucas bounces off the wall. Jeff has DJ pushing him. Warren does find a position in line, however. Immediately ducks outside to try to get to Brock's inside quarter panel. Side draft in these next gens is absolutely ridiculous too. I mean, it is the strongest side draft I probably ever saw. Dega, it's extremely noticeable as we have them 3 wide back here, DJ, Joseph, and Lucas. Now back to what I was saying, at Talladega and like these other super speedway tracks, you know, you lose the draft, you drop immediately 20 miles per hour. You get a side draft, 20 miles per hour immediately. Jeff actually slid up in front of Brock there, able to get his position there, and he might go for the lead on Dylan McDonald there, and I think he has room to slide up in front of him also. So put Jeff Taylor to the lead. Warren trying to fight back here, and we have him 3 wide. I believe that is Hupka. Look at Hupka up here now. McQuaid goes all the way to the bottom, and he gets 3 for 1 on that corner there. That's the side draft of all these guys slowing each other down. It's that huge of an effect, but Taylor now having to deal with McDonald, trying to fight back on the outside of him. He will get up behind him, almost gets hold of that quarter panel. But once you get a hold of that quarter panel with these cars, you have to just latch on and pray that it stays there. You got these guys going at it. I mean, this is what Michigan is like, though. Close quarters racing. About 200 miles an hour. These guys are running, yep, I mean, 199, 200 had been their top speed this race. So they're moving. They got some speed going right now. Oh, somebody's. Oh, I caught that out of the corner of my eye. McQuaid and Lucas made contact there, and I thought that was going to be a wreck. Hupka is 3 wide with DJ on the bottom. Lucas to his outside. He can't really move anywhere. But I thought that was going to be a wreck. As Jeff's trying to squeeze Dylan up there, he tries to get a hold of that quarter panel. Look at Warren Young on the bottom instead. He says, I'm going to go by 2 of y'all. Jeff, he's realized, I think he's decided, he's like, I'm tired of playing nice with y'all. You want to hold on to my quarter panel? I can latch onto it also, which you got to do sometimes. You drive nice, and you get to a point. Get to a point where you're like, you're holding on to my quarter panel. I'm going to hold on to yours. I've gotten like that a couple of times also. It makes you angry, but you got to come back and do the exact same thing they've been doing to you. As McQuaid is trying to fly up through this field now. He only has 1 lap better tires than everybody else, so it's not, I mean, 1 lap is literally him probably coming down pit road at a different time than everyone else. Must have came in after everybody else pitted. And these guys that have had a rough night. McLaughlin, he's trying to work his way back up here. There is 18 laps left in the race, so do not count anybody out at this point. Anybody can win. So what's happened here, I think the best option for some of these guys that actually, I mean, that bottom may be saving tires more because you're running that top line. You're really pushing the cushion with your car. I think what Warren's doing is actually a little bit smarter. That being said, I don't know how this setup is set up. I actually haven't driven in 2 weeks. I have not had time at all to do anything. So busy. Might do some Bristol dirt after this. That should be fun. These 2 are teammates going at it. Hupka is going to sail it on in there, have him move up the track. Got DJ below him. DJ's going to squeeze Hupka. A little bit of contact there. DJ has the car step out on him. Lucas comes down and door slams DJ on accident. Did not mean to do that. DJ is one of the drivers that has a lot of people that do not like him. Don't know why. I haven't had any problems with him. But they do not like how he drives. There's one thing for sure. He's kind of like the Kyle Busch of this league. As Taylor, look at that. He runs him close as then Trey comes down and nicks Taylor. I think Taylor might come back. A little bit of vengeance here. He's driving angry. He is driving really, really angry. Some of these guys are going at it. I mean, they're 3 wide almost every single lap here. It's 2 wide racing up here the whole entire time. If I could be a driver right here, I would probably want to be Brandon McLaughlin or DJ. One of those 2, I think, honestly, have the better shot right now. They're watching all this happen in front of them. They're not having to race these guys. As soon as I say that, he gets loose off the corner. But these guys basically just get to see people go at it. They're saving their tires. Joseph is in the wall. So is Cash. This is not Martinsville. Car doesn't turn like you want it to. But look at Hupka. Hupka making his way up here. Man, that runs Ghost Cup Series. Taylor, I think he's getting fed up with Brock here. I think he's going to start holding on to him. Keep in mind, these 2 are... nope, not him. It's somebody else. Yes, it's Warren. I think Brock is the no ghost here. Let me see. Nope, that was the last week, sorry. Or that was the last one. All these guys that you see with the green banner, they are in for the running for the no ghost. Taylor is fighting hard down on that bottom, however. It's really going to be who can save their tires more. If you save them, well, you're going to be able to tell as, yep, Taylor started to do what I thought he would. He's getting a hold of the quarter panel of these guys. He's been tired of them holding on to his. This Hupka, I think he might have some turbo in that car because that car is flying up this pack. He is up to 4th. Now, he might get 3rd. Look at Hupka working his way up to the front. As Trey... Sorry. Oh, no, we got somebody around Warren Young. Oh, he goes sideways. He saves it. I think he tried to turn down. Hupka was there. But Warren Young drives it off the corner. He loses a lot of positions, but more importantly, that car is not wrecked. He is still in it. Having such a good night. I think he didn't see Hupka down there, and he kind of turned down on him. He loses. Taylor loses his teammate, however, but I think Taylor might have the position off the corner if he needs to get up to the wall as fast as he can. He will not. See, McLaughlin and Hupka now coming up here. See, this is where I want it to be, is McLaughlin. Look at where he is. He's sitting 7th. He's got guys behind him now. Everybody right now is within the 39s. These guys back here are actually running 39 flats. These guys up here running 39.2, so they're actually faster. The guys up front, but that being said, these guys are going at it. Now they're side drafting, trying to go as hard as they can with each other. What I think really needs to benefit here, those... Yeah, Warren's tires are mad. He Oh, look at Taylor running them up. You almost need. Oh, there goes Trey, and he clips Taylor hard in the wall. He goes. DJ gets involved. Cogswell's involved. Hard hits for those guys. Taylor, I think he got tired of having his quarter panel held onto, and he was doing it to other guys. And he just was a little bit too close. That's Trey right here. And just slight contact with Trey. And then Trey saves it, and he clips Jeff, and then Taylor goes hard into the wall. I mean, that literally just broke that whole car. Fenders were gone, came back, hoods up, engines blown up. That was a hard hit for those guys. It's like Stewart misses it by sliding down. That is, yeah, that was hard. Taylor immediately tows. He's having a really good run. But it'll be 10 laps left here. I believe we'll see drivers come down the pit road, use their last set of tires if they have them. If they have them is the big question here. Kind of a sleeper pick for me. I'd have to say is McLaughlin or Hubka. One of those guys. I think that Dylan, he's been racing really hard. He's been really good, but I think he's going to get it stolen from him. Have to see who wins this race off of pit road, however. Dylan got beat off of pit road. Oh, actually, it's going to be a race off pit road. Who's going to get it? I think it was Brock. Yep, Brock got it. Beat Dylan off of pit road for the lead. This changes everything. While these guys are under caution, though, we will go to our first and only commercial break of the race here, it seems.
I played a couple of simulators and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point. Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
I have to cut that ad short because race admin, they have actually set this. I kind of like how they've done this. They don't have that many caution laps anymore, but anybody's game. 7 laps left in the race. Per caution into the win. Start is on Brock. Keep that in mind. He won the race off of pit road. As the green flag is back in the air, We are back underway here. Dylan hops up immediately in front of Lucas. As soon as he saw a gap, he took it. Says they crashed. They did not. Don't know why. Actually, he did jump the pit, so something must have happened to Thomas Stewart on the start. Laughlin taps that wall, but Lucas is trying to go side by side with Dylan. He will get that position, but his spotter's probably not told him that he's clear quite just yet, so he can't slide up in front, or he's just deciding to stay low there. He just powers by Dylan there for second position. Gonna go set his sights on Brock, but Brock, he is 6/10 ahead, but 6/10, you are still in the draft with that car in front of you. You are right on the cusp of it, but you are going to be right there as Joseph goes in the wall. I think he might have tried to clear himself up in front of Brandon. Saw some car just shoot up immediately. I'm not sure who that was. These guys are 3 wide back here. Hupka. Could this be Hupka's first win if these guys up here start racing with each other? It very well may be possible. Hupka's trying to get up there. Going side by side with Dylan. He really needs some help, though. These guys need to really focus on catching Brock, because Brock is still 4/10 away from them, and they really need to tuck in behind each other and just push. I mean, it's going to be Brock's race to lose here if they're not careful. That's very well what it's coming down to here, too. Finally decide maybe this is better. You can make up 4/10 though. Now that's if you shove each other. You need to start shoving. Stop racing for a little bit and shove. That's what you have to do. See if they've realized that now. Yep, they gain a 10th there on Brock. They're coming for him. Brock is really hoping these guys go side by side, but I know there's a lot of people that do not want them to go side by side. As Warren Young will go side by side with Lucas back here, so it's going to slow Lucas down, but McDonald is kind of this group's last hope to get to him. He's got to have a corner where he just absolutely flies off of it, because he doesn't have much drafting help from Lucas behind him. He's going to get a little bit of help here soon. He's trying to chase him, trying to shake him a little bit, but yeah, I think right here, like Lucas realizes, let's actually try to go for the win. Let's shove him up here so he has a shot, as Dylan might actually do it on his own. Within 2/10 now. Dylan McDonald, he will be up on the bumper of Brock Whitehead, coming to the white flag here. Going to come out of 4. Brock will get the white flag, but he's got to hold off a hard charging Dylan McDonald. Coming behind him, Warren's holding up Lucas. This might be a 2-car battle here unless these guys behind them get lined up and start shoving here. Dylan's going to have to try to find a way around, and if he makes a move, he's got to really hold on to that quarter panel of Brock. Brock runs that bottom line. He's going to be moving up and down the track here. He's going to be trying to break that draft, but look at this. He doesn't have any draft help now. Dylan's trying to get to the outside, and he's got almost to that quarter panel. Cross the removed from Dylan McDonald. Lucas Whitehead's going to shoot to the bottom. Dylan and Brock make a little bit of contact. Dylan's going to throttle up in the middle of the corner. He will get by both of them on the very last lap. Warren Young comes up into Lucas Whitehead, but it will be Dylan McDonald who takes home the race win here today. McQuaid will come home second. Brock third, as these guys are through the grass. Warren ends up down pit road. Dylan McDonald made that move last corner for the win. Watch him burn it down here. That was a finish. Kyle Larson type burnout here from Dylan as he blows it up. He got all he could out of it, that's for sure. Would have had to keep driving around for it to work for him still. You can crank it all you want, but it ain't going to start. We'll have the finishing order here now. We'll bring up the top 3 drivers here. Bringing the 3rd place, that's qualifying results. Do not pay attention to me, I'm not too bright. Bring in Brock Whitehead here. Hey Brock, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yep.
Man, so you had it until that 4th turn. You know, what was going through your head? Because Dylan, he sent it in there, but, you know, what was your thought that last lap knowing you had a lot of guys behind you?
I was just trying to shake him off, and then I thought Dylan would go to the outside, and I guess wrong, and he dove it to the inside, and I just the run was just so big I couldn't block it in time.
And so how was the draft at this track? Because that was a really huge factor here tonight.
Yeah, if you were in the draft, you were gonna stay up with really anyone. As you could tell, I was like, I think almost a second ahead, and they caught me because of the draft. So the draft definitely played a big part. As long as you were drafting, like I said, you were gonna catch the one person that was way out front.
And so were you hoping really that, you know, Dylan and Lucas would get side by side? Because when they were side by side, you were pulling away, but it seems like once they sorted it out, you know, they started to catch you after that.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd stay side by side, or we'd finish 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, Lucas got taken out there, but yep, I was hoping they'd stay side by side because I was pulling away, like he said, and it just didn't work. And they got single file and was able to catch me because of the draft.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Thank any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, y'all for broadcasting, Hubka for putting the league on, all my teammates over at Whitehead Racing and Smoky Mountain for practicing with us all week.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good 3rd place finish tonight, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Was Brock Whitehead the 3rd place driver? We will bring the 2nd place driver who came from seemingly nowhere. I don't know where Patrick McQuaid came from. Hey, Patrick, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, so where did you come from? I did not see you flying up through there. You know, what happened those closing laps? Because I didn't see you in the picture there.
Yeah, I had to. I have to go back and watch the replay because I was pretty content with 5th or 6th. You know, fighting with Hubka for that position. But yeah, I've had a couple official races end like that right in front of me where the leaders just kind of wreck. And that's what I was kind of hoping for, and it happened. So I'm pretty happy with 2nd for, you know, hanging around 5th or 6th for the whole race.
Now, so how heavy was the draft here at this track? Because I know Michigan it's a super speedway, but it's basically like a mini Daytona pretty much. Now, how heavy was that draft here?
Honestly, I didn't really notice it until the last stint. The whole race, you couldn't really, you know, you had to pop that bubble, obviously, but that's if you just had a big run. But if you know, as far as like if you entered the corner or exited the corner on someone's bumper, you know, the draft didn't really affect anything. Even in practice, I noticed lap times. You could draft with someone, and I didn't really pick up any speed there. But I mean, obviously we all stayed in kind of one group, so it had something to do with it, I guess, you know. But I'm not that type of driver to really want that draft, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any people you want to shout out that may have been watching the
Uh,
stream here tonight?
yeah, Alpha Line, Muffler Man, Eclipse Photography, Blues Race Designs, which I Hubka designed my car for tonight. But you know, Blues Race, they always give me good schemes. You for you know, the broadcast, of course, and just you know, Hubka for putting on the league.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good job here tonight, though.
Thank you.
That was Patrick McQuaid, the third place driver. I just got a notification. Okay, I'm just checking this up. Just making sure somebody was talking to me about broadcasting. Trey just texted me where I told him where my mic is broke. He said it actually made it sound more realistic because your other mic was like too high quality. It is a $400 microphone, so that's why it sounds high quality. But we will bring in the race winner in Dylan McDonald. Hey, Dylan, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir. I got you. How's it going?
Man, so you had to fight hard there. You came from the back to the front and you had to do it again. But, you know, what was going through your head that last corner? Because you kind of sailed it on in there on Brock, but you made it stick.
Yeah, you know, me, Brock, Lucas, Christopher Cash, Charles, Trey, we were all working together. And we came into the mindset, you know, we're all teammates, affiliates, or whatever we are until the last lap. And I just had the good run down the backstretch. He came back up in front of me, so I knew I had to make the move. Down to the inside, I'm just glad it stuck because after about 20, 30 laps, your tires were pretty much shot. But yeah, that you know, it got involved in that early wreck, got in some more stuff, and just kept working my way back up to the front. So glad I was able to do that as well.
Now, what was going through your head? You know, on that last restart, Lucas was fighting for you for a long time. Did you think you would catch Brock? Because he fought for you until about 2 laps to go.
Honestly, I didn't know if I could or not. I just gave it the beans, put it on dig, and just let it eat. Just ripping the inside, barely lifting, just hitting my marks those last couple laps. But you know, me and Lucas, I told him, I was like, hey, look, man, if it comes down to me and you going for the win, man, you're running this for money. I'm not. So I would have not necessarily like lifted for the win, but I would have not blocked him or anything. Would have gave him the preferred line. But just glad that I was able to keep it clean with my teammates all night.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I just want to give you a shout out doing the broadcast. I've been going back and watching them even though I haven't been in the league. I got to give a big shout out to my dad and his wife watching. Give a big shout out to EPI, TJR, CRN, 213 Simware, Title Town Racing, Rage Motorsports, Raise Energy, just everybody that came on board on this number 35 machine.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Go celebrate that victory tonight, though, man. Good job.
Thanks, buddy.
It's Dylan McDonald, a kind of a veteran. We've known him for a while. He did race in the Ghost Cup Series at one point, and he stepped away doing some other stuff. But I will go over the finishing order here now. Dylan McDonald first, Patrick McQuaid second, Brock Whitehead third, Chris Hupka fourth, Joseph fifth, Cody Terrence sixth, seventh, Brandon McLaughlin eighth, Christian Roos ninth, Lucas Whitehead 10th, Chris Zofield 11th, Noah Owens 12th, Christopher Cash 13th, Jonathan Cogswell 14th, DJ Daniels 15th, Mike Sabanowski 16th, Christopher Bird 17th, Dylan Ellis 18th is Warren Young, 19th, TJ Hanley 20th, Thomas Stewart 21st, Charles Whitehead 22nd, Trey Whitehead 23rd, Jeff Taylor, and 24th was Johnny Williams 25th, Ryan Sizemore, and 26th, Matt Metler. some guys had some good runs, and it went awry at the end. It's going to happen at tracks like this. It's a draft-heavy track. Some guys got tired of people holding on to their quarter panel. I don't blame them. I'm somebody that gets tired of that too. They did what I would have done, kind of not enter the corner like I normally have been. They can come down on me. But that was a good race overall. Tomorrow, I will not be streaming unless somebody picks me up for a stream and says, hey, can you stream for us? I'm like, oh, yeah, I can. But Dylan, Austin is actually currently streaming, so if you want to hop over to him, watch him talk into a microphone and get paid for it, that will be interesting for you all. If you are new to Ghost Racing Network, again, if you don't mind subscribing, up to 643 subscribers at this point. So we have grown a lot. Channel's not even a year old. I will actually probably post a video when it becomes a year old, just talking about it. But I will roll this ad and I will let you all go.